The deck was initially installed. It was stained with clear oil-based stain in the fall. Had to be sanded in the spring and redone. And then it had to be sanded and redone the next fall. So that's a lot of work and a lot of, to do yourself, and quite expensive to hire somebody to do it. That plus the reality that traditional oil-based stains are being phased out led me to try this new product with soya oil. So we scraped off the old stain last spring and put on a coat of this soy-based oil. And now it's a year later, and we are touching up some of the horizontal surfaces that the sun bleached and got a bit worn by various activities on the deck. And the beauty of it for me is that we can just wash it and do it without having to sand it, and that it's environmentally friendly, and that the stain will look good all summer till next spring.
What we have here is a situation where a solution was spilt on the deck, and in order to try to blend it in and achieve uniformity, I'm going to show how we're basically going to prime the area prior to a recoat, which is a single coat of stain. So, you know, something that happens like this, or if you've got high traffic areas, I'm going to show what needs to be done prior to the staining process, the maintenance coat. We take this stain that we're going to use and basically touch it up so it has a chance to penetrate into the wear areas here, like so. And you can even do scratches like I'm doing here, and they should blend in after application. I try not to put too much material on because the recoat will be sufficient to probably cover these so that they don't show too much or don't show at all. And that's basically it.
That's a big relief, because I was afraid I'd scarred it forever and it would never be brought back. So.
It will appear to be a little darker now, but as soon as it dries and a recoat is put on, it's probably, well, it will blend in much better than if you were to do nothing at all. And there you go. We're ready to stain the boards. Obviously we have some tree issues here, but we'll address that by blowing it off occasionally during this recoat process. So we're not going to spray. We're just going to basically take the product from the tray and spread it evenly on the boards, making sure that it's worked in and we achieve a uniform look after we're finished. Occasionally on this particular type of wood, hardwood, tiger wood, it sometimes may appear like the stain is not penetrating in, but it is, and it will dry evenly. I usually try to do 2 boards at a time, sometimes 3, but keep it manageable. Again, try to do it and avoid the direct sunlight. The key to this process is, and having success, is that the wood is not too hot, because the stain will separate and cause issues, and it will not bond or penetrate into the wood. As you can see here, the 2 previous boards that I started on have dried, and they have dried evenly and look outstanding. always maintaining a wet edge. So what we want to do is try to do the ends that are hard to get, that this pad won't get to. Keep these ends wet and then continue on and do the board if you want to do that. Dip your pad in there and then do these 2 boards. You can go over that one, those 2, yeah. Good. Again, if you get a little stain on the next board, because you're going to that board next and going to be staining it, it's not a real big issue. And that's right. Prior to coating these few floorboards, I went around and I did a coat on the railing because so I could step here and do the railing, and it is now complete and it is dry to touch. Which occurs in, depending on the temperatures, probably in about 15 to 20 minutes to an hour at the most, and you're good to go. If you're doing a recoat and you're actually doing the verticals as well, and that would be an alternate maintenance project, then the plan would be is to coat all the verticals first, of course, and then apply your floor. Mission accomplished.
Boom, boom.